Okay. When last we left you, Blue Hearts, having landed on the pale moon's surface, you pushed forward under the darkened sky to find a means to descend deep within the planetoid and confront the demigod's avatar. You encountered the ruins of a massive precursor city, which you learned from Dr. Calenthus that it was his birthplace and the founding city of all Draconians. The old heroes braved wading into that city in order to create a distraction. So the remainder of your strike team could assault an undead hive and make your way further below ground. Once underground, you navigated through the Pale Moon's flesh tunnels, evading roaming undead and skeletal dragons, some of your allies assisting in this endeavor. Ultimately, the Lady of Change herself provided a diversion so that you could escape further within. After arriving at what was seemingly a dead end within these underground tunnels, you encountered the Lich Odin Riftwhistle, who you discovered was slowly losing himself to the influence of the Pale Moon. He explained that to find the Pale Moon's avatar chamber, you would need to slay the Lich Lords that are using their magic to move this chamber around the planetoid. Luckily, he had managed to steal these liches' phylacteries, and though the Pale Moon would not allow him to destroy them himself, he handed them to you so that you could do the deed. Two of the Lich Lords you knew, having encountered their ziggurats in the Land of the Dead on Heraith's quest. The final one, however, was Odin himself, and he asked that you end his life before the Pale Moon fully took control. You granted Odin's final wish, and with his last gift, the dead end that you found yourselves in was transformed into tunnels that would lead you to the remaining Lich Lords. With your time growing short and your path clear, you set out. So, with the Lich Lord's phylacteries in hand, these two paths in opposite directions before you, Blue Hearts, how do you wish to proceed?
Patrick.
A few reminders, since probably got forgotten last time. So a few notes on the current regional effects of being on the Pale Moon that you all have experienced so far. One of them's more like it would matter more if you didn't have helmets, but right now there is like this negative energy field that is causing the stench of rotting undeath to just permeate everything, even through your helmets. Due to the low gravity, everybody has an increased walking speed of 5 feet, and you only take 1d4 bludgeoning damage for each 10 feet you fall instead of 1d6. Also, your carrying capacity is doubled. You also are discovering that the longer you stay here, you are basically suffering 1d4 to your maximum hit points every 10 minutes. So it's just constantly dropping your maximum hit points. And finally, you've learned only recently that the effects of magical healing, the number of hit points that they restore, appears to be halved. So that is currently the state of things with the regional effects that you've discovered from your presence here. Your strike team at this point consists of your team, the Blue Hearts, as well as Dr. Calenthus, Donric, and Eldath's champions, your other allies having gone elsewhere to create distractions. And finally, you know that you don't know which direction, but you know that one direction will likely lead to the Lich Lord known as Click6, the Puppet Master, who you had a run-in back in the Land of the Dead. And the other one leads to the other Lich Lord, Zaladax the Ethereal. That's everything. For a recap, and mostly for those of you who weren't able to join us last week.
And like the artery pulse thing,
It ends here.
It ends here?
Yeah, it ended at that dead end.
Both of these are gonna suck.
Both of these are gonna suck so bad.
From what we recall with our very unfortunate run-in with the puppet master from our time in the lands of the dead, what kind of saves were those? Were those like
Strength saving throws.
strength saving throws? Okay. That's why they were
Ooh,
very bad for us.
for me.
Yes. What you discovered, what you remember is that essentially Click6 had entrapped her lair with these very fine hairs, almost like spider silk, just very, very, very fine, almost invisible to the naked eye, unless you were really paying attention. And if you walked into it, you were ensnared and pulled into the walls. And if you failed enough strength saving throws, it kind of like the wires wormed their way under your skin.
Yeah,
And up
that
you.
part sucked. Hated that.
Bad.
Um, is that something you'd be able to dimension door out of?
I'd say yes.
Well, sucks for y'all. I'm just looking through all my stuff, trying to figure out if there's anything I can do to
Any sort
help.
of magic that allows you to teleport from one spot to another will certainly break free of that.
Which is great for everybody except Ellen.
Ellen can teleport.
Oh, Ella can teleport?
Wait.
You gave her on her bonus section. She
Oh, that's right. But isn't that only when you're?
dim light or darkness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Well, if you're in a wall, you would
this
be in the
entire.
dark.
Well, here's the thing. This entire place has no ambient lighting, so you are in dim light or darkness wherever you go.
Okay.
Crystal, I don't know if she still has Misty stuff.
Uh-huh.
I have
Um,
Misty Step.
I mean,
I
that
learned
being
my
said,
lesson.
there is an opportunity to assist your allies, your less strong allies, to try to break them
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
And
I
also
don't-
like an ounce of prevention, right? Like just perception checks, checking your surroundings,
Yep.
make sure
Yeah.
you're not running into them.
Okay. We probably don't. It's probably a bad idea to send our allies after one of the Lich Lords, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
these are things we're gonna have to.
These are things we have to do because the fuck brain.
Given how badly things went last time, I think it's only us.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd say Donric probably like steps forward and says, "Do you want us to stay behind and secure the passage?"
I don't think that's a bad idea.
I think that's a pretty decent idea.
Yeah, I think if you
Um,
guys make sure that we have a way to get out when all is said and done, we're going to want to try to get out of here quickly.
mhm. Actually, while we're about that, Ellen's gonna go, Lady of Change, Dr. Walden, Dad, once you're all done, get to the
This-
ship.
How are you contacting them?
Don't we have... Oh, wait, no. Didn't we have Walden's frequency?
You do. You have Walden's frequency.
Oh, wait, no, we don't have Lady of Change.
You don't.
Never
You don't have
mind.
you can contact if you have magical means of contacting her. You can.
Uh,
But as
we have
far as
Walden?
actual direct lines, you have Walden, and that's it.
Oh, we didn't have, like, anyone on the ship?
No, you were able to speak to them because you were on the ship, so it was ship-to-ship communication.
Ah,
But you don't
ship-to-ship
actually have like
communication.
Ship loving ship.
We didn't...
you don't have anything that's built in that can like allow you to speak to other people in your strike.
I'm
can't
pretty
contact
sure
the
they'll
ships.
know to do that, though.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
How do we break? Trying to remember how to deal with liches. Do we break the phylacteries before or after we kill them?
We have to break them before we kill them, right?
Yes.
Well, they're going to know and they're going to be very angry. Do we just break both of them now?
He said,
Give
like,
me-
once they're broken, like,
Yeah.
Odin said once they're broken, they're gonna know and they're gonna come to where they break. So it's
Oh,
Unless we want to fight
probably-
both of them at once.
Yeah.
we should
That's not. I
probably.
don't know. That wasn't what he said.
Oh,
He
was it?
said that. I mean, if I did say it that way, I apologize. That's not
Oh,
what I
it
meant.
might have just been my
Um,
interpretation being weird.
What he had said was that once you break them, they will know that their phylacteries are broken. Now, whether you think that they might arrive to try to see who did it and attack you, or if knowing that their means of immortality is gone, they may try to flee and hide, making your job more difficult. That's another possibility.
So maybe we hold on to them until we go through one of these caverns and find out whose it is. We break it right before engaging with them.
All right, who has the phylacteries?
I don't know if anyone actually took them. He handed Odin handed them to whoever.
I think it might have been Ellen.
No, I think
Yeah.
Ellen was the one who took the shot. I think it
Oh.
was Goff who ripped up the.
Oh,
Well, that was the
Yeah.
one.
Oh right. Oh, it might be Ellen then who has the phylacteries.
So the other two phylacteries, one is like a wooden marionette with one of those faces like art, kind of those things you can pose.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The two.
And the other one looks to be a blade of, like a very high quality blade of Eladrin make, likely from the Kingdom of Vordro.
Hey, how do we break these?
With a, well,
They're not
I guess
magical.
you
Like you
could-
can just break them as you would break
yeah, you could.
a common item.
I mean, we might need something like a big hammer to break the sword.
Well, somebody
Looks at
we know
Verna.
has a big hammer.
That's true. Looks at Goff. Also looks at Verna. Verna has the
Verna has
gavel.
Yeah.
Verna has the
just-
biggest hammer.
Verna has a big hammer.
Verna has big hammer.
Big hammer.
I'm
Verna,
sorry,
do
I
you
was-
want to take custody of the sword until we have to break it?
And I guess Sissel or Mido, both of you have like fire, right?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You could take the wooden one.
You want this one, Maida?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Handing out
Holding on, giving people the phylacteries who can break them when we need to.
because Ellen will not be able to break them.
What-
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm sorry, I may have missed a conversation. I was responding to a message. I apologize for not paying attention.
It's okay.
Why are we waiting to break?
Because if we break them now, they might run.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So,
So are we just kind of trying to get close to them and basically corner them before breaking
Figure,
them?
yeah, like each of them is down one of these paths. We figure we're probably not gonna be sending anybody after, like, we can't send anyone who isn't us after either of these Lich Lords because bad time. So yeah, we're gonna go down one, I guess, while our friends secure the room.
Okay.
Oh,
or
so
the
we're
path
so
behind
so
us.
are. Is it just going to be just the blue hearts going down one of these paths?
I
basically.
think yeah, because we cannot bring them in with us against the Lich Lords
Okay.
unless you think we should bring them and then
It's up to you. I'm not going to stop you from bringing them.
unless we think there's like an encounter on the way to each Lich Lord that we'll use them for.
This means that I'll have to put more tokens on the board, and that's fine. I have tokens for everybody except I don't have a human token for Donric.
Yeah, we can probably have them secure the hall behind.
Yeah.
Because Lich Lords are not. I mean, like, they're powerful, yes, but man, Lich Lords. Should we pick a path and, like, start EBDB?
Yeah,
Left
just
or right?
Pick a
flip a
path
coin,
and
pick
pray.
one.
Well,
Either one's gonna
so
end in. What's up?
what's the detail? What's the specifics on champions of Eldas? They don't die because they can't.
They
They're already
can't die. They're
technically
already dead. They're spirits.
So, but if they are defeated here, what happens to them?
That depends. If they are defeated here, and like in actual combat, they will go back to Elysium.
Okay.
If, however, as the discussion that was had last week came true, where there's a possibility that if you God seal this moon, anything on its surface might also be pulled into the God seal, that also would account for their spirits. They'd be sucked in if they are not successful in escaping.
Yeah, we.
Do we have,
We should
from our personal
probably.
experience, do we know if the God Seal thing happens immediately, or is there like a...
There's a very short window. You remember when you actually did it to seal Shothragot?
Yeah.
And the Ganadar, the portal was closing. Shothragot got sucked back in, and one by one, each of the champions of
Yeah.
Shothragot that were attached to it were also being sucked back in. But you still had enough time, very very small amount of time, to rescue Ada and Seven.
That's true.
But it was probably in the span of minutes. Something this big, though, you don't know.
We could.
Well, I feel like... Oh, we should have told the Lady of Change, because everybody else is on the surface of the moon at least, so
Yeah.
if they have to, like, get to the ships, they can hopefully get to the ships.
Oh! We can ask. We can. We left one of her children behind at the ships.
Hmm?
They can tell her child, and her child can, like, communicate with Lady of Change.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we, like... What is the maximum number of entities that we can instantaneously transport between all of us and, like, have a meeting place after?
Are you talking about, like, various spells?
Yeah.
I
If we
think
just wanted to bamf to the ships.
teleportation circle doesn't have a limit. Just everybody that's inside of it. Teleport, I believe, has 10-person limit. Plane shift, I also think, has a 10-person limit.
I
Yeah.
think plane shift is 8 people.
8. You are right. I just looked at it. So in theory, like, you do have enough spells between you if you hold on to them to get
Yeah.
everybody out of here,
Mhm.
assuming you can get to the same place.
Do you guys think that if we had to draw a transportation circle and just teleport everybody back down to Arcadia or where have you, would we not be just leaving the rest of the ships and those still up here
Yeah, there's
in a
still
bad
a crew of
situation?
Dragonborn that are at the landing site.
We should probably try to get to the
Yes,
ships.
that's
Either
probably
try to get to
best.
the ships or order them to flee the moon immediately.
Give me maybe not what kind of check would this be? Give me a straight intelligence roll.
I love it when you tell me to give you an intelligence roll because it's just
Well, no,
are you thinking of something you should be thinking of? Probably not.
I would say this to Ellen primarily because Ellen was the one
Okay.
Yeah.
who was thinking about this.
15 plus 4 is
I don't think
19.
Mel is capable of rolling lower than a 15.
Of course
So
not.
fucking smart.
I just had an ADHD moment where I forgot what we were talking about.
Mhm.
The ships, like us having a
Oh,
plan
yes.
after.
So I will tell you I think, Ellen, it occurs to you, based on how long it's taken you to get down here, that your group specific, and unless you're going to use magical means to escape these tunnels and reconvene with your strike team, still on the moon, the likelihood of your group, the Blue Hearts, getting out of these tunnels, getting through all of the undead that are going to still be in these tunnels, as it's either whatever's going to happen if you God seal it, or whatever's going to happen if you kill it outright. Pretty unlikely you're getting back to the ships.
Yeah, we should tell at least our ship and the.
Like, you don't have a means of contacting the ship right now. You have a means of contacting Dr. Walden. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can use sending to contact somebody. That's.
We can maybe have Walden spread the message.
Yeah, we'll have Walden
And
send a
contact
message.
whoever Walden's
Goff's
connected
magic is very needed here, I think. All right.
Well, wait, that's plane ship, right? Or just in general. If we only have 10 slots and a teleport spell, we would probably need 2 of them.
You have the
We have
Walden
2 people.
teleporter.
We have the Walden teleporter. We have
okay,
Goff's
yeah.
plane
who
shift.
can
We
use
have
plane shift.
Yep. We have
Right.
the staff's plane shift. We have Walden teleporter, and we have Walden emergency escape rope.
You do. You have all those things. You have also Dr. Calenthus as teleport.
Champions probably have plane shift. Some of
Yeah.
them.
Well, I
At
don't
least
think
one.
any of them are clerics, so no.
Oh, really?
They are not.
Oh.
Well, one of them is. Excuse me. One of them is a cleric. No. Let me think about this. 2 of them are clerics. The 2 twins are clerics.
Okay, Anna definitely has teleport.
Anna definitely has teleport.
And Liza probably, hopefully, still
Liza
has
has, well,
shift.
that's a 7th level, so probably not. Lady of Change is probably the only one who has no magical means of escaping the planet Toid.
Okay.
Also,
right.
while we're here, before things start popping off, because I don't think we're going to get another chance to have this conversation. Is Godseal what we're aiming for?
I think so.
Because we still have the Song of Creation, and there is no other better time to use it than, something with the fate of the world on its balance.
Alan looks to everyone else. It's a possibility.
I'm just saying, we might not all make it out of this, so if we're going to use it, we should use it here.
That would...
Godseal?
No, not the Song of Creation.
Oh.
The big one.
The big one that we can only do once.
Ellen looks at...
campaign ender, as I've been calling it.
But Ellen also looks at Hiraeth and says, but that would mean we don't get to use it for Hiraeth.
That's true.
I mean, if it's going to be multiple people not making it out of alive, or that, don't hold on to it on my count. I didn't make that decision assuming that I'd have that.
How limited is the song creation?
We can only do it once, but it can do anything.
No, but I mean, like, how many details can we put into the desire to use? Like, how many facets to our?
Are you saying, like, can it be multiple steps or like multiple?
Yeah. Can the outcome have multiple details implemented, or is it just
Give me an example?
Is it just one? Like, I don't know. I'm sure there's some clever way we could word it in which Hiraeth escapes her binding to Kelemvor, but also alters something else.
I would say think on grand scale when it comes to the Song of Creation. With all 7 of you singing the song, like, the power of the song is limitless. I'm not going to say that you can, like, have multiple conditions. It's not like you can be like, Song of Creation, rescue all of our allies from the Pale Moon, and also make sure that Hiraeth's pact with Kelemvor is broken. Like,
That's like two
discrete
separate
things that are not related to one another.
Is it? I
But
mean, is it like something where it's a more direct intention that will prevent anything like that, no matter how we do it, or is it more like a wish thing made with like a devil, where if you word if you word the intention properly, you can get more out of it than if it was just a simple statement.
I'd say if you word your intention, I will put it this way: if you word your intention properly, you can basically rewrite reality if you want. That's how powerful this thing is. And at the same time, uh, I'm not out to screw you on this. I'm going to tell you this right out. I am not out to be like, ho ho ho, you
we're
worded
not
it
doing
this way.
something with a
Here's an
genie.
unforeseen consequence.
No,
I'm
I
not.
don't mean like that. I don't mean. I'm not talking about the consequences of making a wish with like a devil. I was using just the premise of how you have to be very careful in your wording, and if you do it right, you get more good than you would have
Yeah,
if you
I would
worded
say that.
it.
So like I said, like the scope of the wish of the song itself at this point, like with all 7 of you, can like completely rewrite reality. Like you could erase, if you wanted, whole things from that happened in this campaign or in the history of this campaign, and rewrite them with your own versions of them, if that's what you wish. Um, if you word it a very good way, I'm gonna reward you for that. I'm gonna, the more cleverly you word it, the better off you are, I think.
That is okay. That's what I was wondering. So if we think about it and find some sort of loophole, we could potentially change more than just one single general thing.
Start coming up with a convincing argument.
Yeah. I have an idea of something that might be able to work, but I'm going to have to think about it.
We could wish for the moon to become like we could what am I thinking? We could wish for the moon to become like the demigod that Pelor meant it to become.
Maybe.
Oh, like it was never corrupted.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
think about it. What was the purpose of the steel thongs and the indentured, like their ancestral
Um,
indenture in the beginning was to
the
essentially make this magic, right?
Yep, the purpose of the Steel Songs Pact was that Kalimvor was going to grant them power not only the over death, but the song to lead the Song of Creation as a member of the Avatar Bearers. And the Avatar Stones were needed because of Gondor's corruption, his involvement, and his influence over things like Thurizadun's prison, like the Pale Moon's corruption and death, um, all of that.
Yeah, I think the only thing, if this is a situation in which, because I was thinking, what if you remove the impetus from the very beginning that the stone created?
Yeah.
But if we do that, we're not going to have the stones anymore.
Well, so that's what brings my question
I'm going to
is
say we can keep having this conversation, but I will say that we're having this all out of character at this point.
Yeah.
no for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, just to make sure that we're clear on that,
No
because at this
I
point I would
Because
have been having to tally up
otherwise
the number of maximum HP you're losing.
Yeah.
no I
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
and none of these questions I was ever doing in
Okay,
character.
perfect.
Um,
I'm not using my
But
Ellen accent.
it's a
so
conversation that I was expecting you all to have at some point, and I'm
is this
glad you're having it.
is the Song of Creation following the same rules like of reality and logic that um the situation with Mido and Emmeline
I
had,
would
where
say
you
yes.
basically you change something, there are things that happen as a result that you cannot
I would
prevent happening.
say I would say
So
yes.
if you change something
Um,
bad, if you make so the pale moon never happened and was always was became the god or whatever it was supposed to be, that would have insanely
that would have
far-reaching.
insanely
That would
far-reaching.
basically
Think
rewrite
about it this way:
that would basically almost
that would
possibly
rewrite the universe.
that would rewrite like the
Some of you
entire
would not
story.
exist. I would put it
Right.
that way.
Oh
Like
no, that's true.
It's a
no,
Back
like
to the Future
no,
situation.
because
Yeah.
that that's a very compelling idea and a smart direction to think in. If we do that, basically this whole campaign never happened. Like
Sissel would never have existed.
Sissel would not have existed.
Would never have left their planet. Anna would never have come here.
Right. Like, who knows? It would have never. That's basically like I'm not sure if that's
Liza would not be
restricted.
here. Goff would probably
I'm
be
not
dead.
sure that's. I don't know if it's like allowed for us to do that. But if we do that, it's basically like the game is over.
Falk is
The
gonna
fucking-
end
the
the
fucking
game early
interstellar
and be
cat.
like,
I will tell you this:
BRB.
you are 100% allowed to do that. Bearing in mind
Falk
that
ends the
that
session
too
early
much-
so he can be like, I need to write the
Well,
consequences.
I mean, I've already thought of these consequences. Mel.
Okay.
I've literally thought of like, what if my players decide to use a Song of Creation to be like, the Pale Moon never existed or Ganadar never came here. Like, I've had these conversations with myself.
Good.
So, I will tell you that any sort, the Song of Creation has the power to rewrite the timeline or rewrite reality, but bearing in mind, I'm taking Back to the Future rules, where if you meddle too heavily with historical events, there are broad consequences.
This ain't no Final Fantasy 14.
So like that was why I was asking, like, if we did something like that, could it be like like a thing where it's like we do this, but somehow we all don't get erased, like
From history.
it doesn't make sense because then we'd have completely different baselines on which we were.
You would be. I mean, you could probably find some way of doing that. I would say you would become untethered from the prime material plane. You would have no place here anymore, and no one would know who you are. And if that's the ending you want to go for this campaign, then by all means.
I mean that.
Oh.
I mean, it's better than us never meeting each other. But then
that would be so.
That would be a bittersweet ending.
Yeah,
we have
it would be like that like my favorite D&D story ever with the guy who like became like the god of death or something. He became like some like
he like
love
became
that
like
some evil god so that
Mm-hmm.
like it was some sort of cyclical thing where like he became that so like that everyone could like carry on. Like it was some
It
big
was like
sacrifice.
it was like a thread.
It was really
like,
eloquently
CG or
done.
something. It was incredible. That
Yeah,
story is incredible.
Yeah, it was a really cool anecdote from a D&D game. That's kind of in that direction of like we do this for all of the people on Othara, but then we're just basically like stuck outside of it.
Yeah, and that could be one possible ending to this campaign.
Though I don't think we want to go in that direction.
No, we made promises.
That would
if we
be
do
really
that,
rough.
Yeah.
If we do that, then I think the campaign just ends. It's like there's no
quite literally. Like now that we're discussing the Song of Creation, I'm fully prepared if you decide to use it to just be like campaign's over. Like that's kind of where we're at, depending on the wish that you make.
If we do a lot of these grand sweeping concepts would just mean that the stuff with Medici and his son probably never happened, and the thing with Synac and the Damian Reese doesn't matter anymore.
Correct.
Like it would those are the last two big things after this. Pretty much.
It would basically wipe the slate. Like if you were to decide to use the Song of Creation anytime between the next 3 sessions, that's the end of the campaign. Like I'm gonna tell you that right now.
But the Lady of Change would never come here.
Exactly,
We
that's
would
another
never have monster friends.
Depending on your Song of Creation wish, we could be near the end. We could have more adventures to go, but it depends on what that wish is.
Well, so another thing is that we have this is a very weird choice that we have because the Song of Creation's spectrum of power is basically infinite in both directions. By which I mean we can literally wish for the simplest thing to change, or we could wish for everything to change, and we have to figure out what of the where along that spectrum we want to have that. Like
we could wish for the undead, whatever, to purge from the moon, and for it to be a reflection of the sun, like it was originally supposed to be now.
But without rewriting history.
But without rewriting
presently
history.
Purge it in this very moment.
This may end up being a thing that we'll have to seriously workshop, in Dapper Snapdragon this week.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Big questions.
Well, the other thing is
when your DM gives you the ability to write the ending to your own campaign. Just
the other thing is that I know this is like the big thing that we've been building up to, and I'm sure we're probably going to end up needing the song to do something here because I don't know how we're going to be able to just head on fight all of this stuff. But we also have to keep in mind that we still have to deal with Medici, and we don't know what's going to happen with him. Like, is it going to be a whole extra arc where we have to go through something like this, where we're like in some sort of fucking dungeon he made? Like, I'm just throwing shit. I'm not basing this on anything. Like, are we going to have to use the song creation to counter his intention to rewrite reality? Like, that's another thing we have to consider: is do we need? Is it going to be only necessary for the moon, or is it something that where we have to use it against him, or could it be both? But then if we get into both, then we're getting back into the grand sweeping thing where we change way too much.
You don't know, and that's certainly questions you have to ask. But you only get one choice, so
Yeah.
you can speculate on if you make the choice now. Like, I will say that it's 110% valid to be using the Song of Creation literally at any time going forward in the end of this campaign, like for any of these scenarios. But you're right, like you don't know if you use it on the Pale Moon and end this threat, if there's still like some other threats waiting that you now no longer have it for. You'll have to solve those threats another way.
Hudagi.
Huh.
So while we're contemplating that no pressure question, which hallway do we take?
Waste.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm.
Don't really think it matters so long as we're careful.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm still thinking about the song. I'm just like, God.
The biggest dilemma.
It's Valk's fault. Don't be like, what? She did.
No, I know. This was always my intention. I wanted to pose these very difficult questions.
Such devastation.
What happens when the heroes are handed ultimate power? What do they do with it?
Right.
Cry.
Yeah.
Well, if we wanted to... Go ahead.
Before we get into all that, I think we need to briefly hammer down what we were kind of talking before all of this, which is that if we're going to be yanking a quick release cord on a way out of here, we need to maybe know where to meet up with our guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe we should communicate with the ship and ask them to tell the Lady of Change's child to let her know to oh, we can't?
We have to tell Walden because he's the only number we have.
Yeah. Or you have sending and you can use sending on anybody.
But Goff's magic.
Yeah, but this is important.
It is important.
Could we use the lump to just talk to her?
What?
Yeah,
we have the
use that too.
We have the lump.
Mel, I just want to clarify something. You knew I can cast magic, right?
I know. No, I mean, but I wanted. We should save
He's worried about your spell
points
because you don't know what big nasty combats are coming. Well, I mean, you do know, but you don't know how nasty they're gonna be.
We have an idea about one of them.
Yeah, and considering that the efficacy of all your heals right now
is halved.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I wish I could use sending for more than reasons than one.
All right, we have the lump. We can talk to the Lady of Change. I can talk to Walden, and I guess I
just had a waking nightmare thinking about Sissel with sending.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine Sissel with sending?
Imagine if I had given that on the bridge instead of scrying.
Oh my god.
Red's gonna have access to sending next time.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be the same kind of chaotic character.
You're right.
That's true.
My next character is actually potentially going to be responsible with sending.
Edge, comma, Lord.
I watched Tracy again to get ideas for my next character.
We can talk about the next character when
we're
have
closer.
a breather from this end of this campaign.
Well,
but yeah, so let's talk about this campaign.
I think that where we're standing right now in this kind of like fork in the road is a good enough place to try to meet up.
No, we can't.
No?
We can't get to the ships from here.
We are
Not
meeting here to teleport because we will not have our guys with us.
We're not going to get back to the ships regardless.
Yeah.
Probably not enough time to get back.
I mean, even if we wanted to,
I don't think Walden, the surface crew can't get here in time. I don't think.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about them. I was just talking about the people that are down here with us.
So just the ones who are here with you now, who are you're asking to stay here, plus the Lady of Change.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I guess
Lady of Change could certainly get here. It's only like
it was like.
What do you think about this?
I mean, we were trying to be sneaky. So
it's less than 10 minutes. Yeah, you were sneaking, so you were going slower. I mean, if she motored, she could get here in a couple of minutes, but it would still be very, very close.
We could tell her to just start making her way to the ships now.
You want her to withdraw?
Or no, not withdraw, but like when she's done.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, how long has it been since we left her?
Less than 10 minutes, because I haven't done another 1d40 or max health, but that's coming up soon.
Protection's still up. We don't know if she's still fighting.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
true.
she was fighting a ancient red bone dragon.
Yeah.
Like she's
I hate when that happens.
The strongest variety.
Yeah.
So, would now be a good time to actually contact her? She seems like she's kind of busy.
She probably is. Ha 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 ha.
Do you want to just take care of one of these and then...
And then contact her?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because we've still got the other one no matter what path we take.
Yep. I'll call Walden while we're on the way, I guess.
Okay. So that leaves the essential question, left or right?
Yeah. Let's flip a coin.
Yep. Heads left, right's tails.
Can you flip coins on Roll20, or are you just... Oh, that. Yeah, that's... So that's...
Right we go.
Alright.
Okay. Alright. So you're leaving your allies behind to secure the exit.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So proceeding right down the dark, pulsing tunnels deeper into the interior of the Pale Moon, you are greeted by that stench that has been worming its way through your helmets and just assaulting your nostrils. It seems to be getting thicker and more pungent as you're moving along down these tunnels. You can see, as you are progressing, the path kind of shifts and weaves like a snake, and eventually you can see this faint shimmer of light coming from the otherwise unilluminated tunnels. As you are getting closer to this light, it's just around the bend, you also are greeted by sound, and you can hear this kind of torrent of screeching and the occasional flapping of wings and these squelching sounds like something digesting.
Ew.
Gross.
Gross.
What do we want to do about this? Ellen, I guess, will go sneak
Okay,
mode.
give me a stealth roll.
Oh God, that's 17 plus 20. That's 37 plus. Is Pass Without a Trace still up?
Yes.
37.
37 total?
Oh wait,
Okay.
no. Plus
10,
17
right?
plus 20 is 37. Plus
Plus
10 is
10 is
47.
47. Yeah. Okay. Practically impossible to see as Ellen steps out away from the party and just practically merges with the shadows, and she barely takes a couple of steps before she is gone from the sight of everyone else. And you've all kind of come to expect this from her. She's a wraith practically. So Ellen, you tread toward the light and round this corner, sticking close to the wall and hugging it as you kind of peer around the corner. And then you discover, as you gaze on this room that's before you, just why you're hearing all these sounds. Before you is this massive cavern hewn from flesh and sinew, and the glow, the very low levels of light that you can see here seem to be coming from these kind of ovular objects. These large ovular objects are probably about the your size, like the size of a medium-sized humanoid, that are
Like
kind of
it.
embedded and stuck to the ground. This cavern itself has a large abyss in the center, where you can see more of these objects that appear to be attached to the walls going down, 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 just deep as you can fathom. And then the screeching and wings that you hear as you gaze skyward, you can see what look to be a number of undead lichlings, Draco lichlings, flapping through the air.
This has got to be the tower. Stop that, Red.
You are looking at what you suspect is quite unfathomably a hatchery for undead Draco liches. If it were possible to, I guess, create more of them, this seems to be where that's happening.
Ellen sneaks back to the rest of the group. So there's a Draco Lich hatchery up ahead.
Right.
At this point, now that I've remembered, it has been enough time now, you all lose 4 points to your maximum health.
Cool.
Cool.
At this point, I think that's the end of
the
HP that you got from whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hero's Feast.
Hero's Feast, yeah.
Wait, no.
Yeah, because Hero's Feast was like 10 hit points, right?
Yeah, it still means that we have.
No, I accidentally put 1.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay, we're good.
Technically, we still do have.
Make sure that you keep a track of like what your character's actual maximum HP is, because if you're going to edit the token, you might lose track of that.
Yeah, I've got it on a sticky note. Technically, we still have the plus 10 max of the Hero's Feast. It's just that our current max HP is also lower.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you still have the other advantages of the Hero's Feast as well.
Yeah.
Can't be frightened, have advantage on wisdom saves.
You're really good.
Did we just reduce our HP again? I'm sorry, I spaced
Minus
out
4
the...
points.
Minus 4.
Okay, so from the total, right? Not the current...
From the... Yeah, from the total. If you're not at max HP right now, you just reduce it from the total.
So, okay. And it's how much again?
4. So let me just make sure that Roscoe is documented here. Roscoe has a maximum of 177, so now he's going to have 176 because he had 3 hit points left over from the Hero's Feast.
Oh, you don't reduce it from your current HP? Sorry.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
I created an extra bar for Roscoe that indicated his 10 HP from the Hero's Feast, and I had been reducing it off of that first before I touched his actual health bar.
Okay, so if you're under your max HP, then...
Yeah, if you're under your max HP...
Oh, yeah. You don't touch your current HP if you're under your max.
Okay.
If you're at max, then both are going to go down.
Okay. Got it.
What's the amount we've been reduced total?
Between this session and last session?
Yes.
11, I think. 11 total.
I'm guessing someone did that for me last week, right?
I believe I was doing it, yes.
Okay.
So at this point, that basically means that's the 10 HP from your Hero's Feast is negated at this point, and you're all down 1 hit point of your maximum.
Okay, how do we want to deal with this?
Lauren, you should actually be at 178 because your maximum HP for Mito is 179, and you had 10 hit points of HP from the Hero's Feast that are gone now, and now it's just 1 left over.
Okay.
Yeah. Verna, that 30 bar was your lay on hands pool, so that's we used 5 of it for
Yeah, we had you do something real clutch.
Yeah, you helped Goff, who was getting petrified.
Oh, yeah.
We also used your aura of or wave of destruction, I think it is, that comes from the gavel. Yeah. So just so you know that you don't have that right now.
Okay, how do we want to take care of this? Do we try sneaking by? Dragons are unnaturally perceptive, though.
I mean, that's...
Point of order, Mel, what Ellen saw, these were basically the size of wormlings, which mean they were medium-sized. They're babies.
They're babies.
Yeah.
We can sneak by them, right? Probably, question mark?
Probably. I'm going to...
Was the only way forward down into the hole?
No, the cavern itself had a number of exits on multiple levels.
Damn it.
It's a large cavern with probably rocky outcroppings on that you could see, like you're I have to draw something to kind of visualize this. Like, let's say you've got this big cavern. There's a top-down view, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like cavern entrance here that you're looking at. This is Ellen. There's a big abyss in the center. Oh shit! What happened? Hello. No, the drawing got fucked up. There's a big abyss in the center with a lip of rock, or I guess more like flesh, around the outside. It's chock full of what you can only assume are eggs. Just, you would have to weave through the eggs, basically. And then up above you, so there's like a lot of different exits like to this cavern. There's like other cavern that seem to like go in different directions, like all over this place. And then looking upward, the ceiling probably rises a few hundred feet, and you can see other tiers of similar like rocky rings, probably 3 or 4 more that have similar like exits. It's like a hive basically. It's like a almost like a beehive, kind of going all over the place.
Wow, Blackwing Lair much, huh? Sorry, that was a bad joke.
Okay. Where would be a good place?
I'm sorry to bring this up in the middle of the session. I'm now realizing that because we're once again plagued by a daylight saving spring forward, I will have an hour less than I usually do, and I will have to go to bed sooner. I apologize. I don't want to cut the session short. I just realized it.
What time will you have to stop?
Well, 1 a.m. is when I have to like get shower, so I guess it would just
Midnight?
be basically midnight.
Okay,
I would also.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I would also prefer if I could skip out then because I have to get up at 8.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I'll try to adhere to. I'll
Thank you
to making sure that we end at a good time for everybody.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm not
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
not a problem.
No, you have to.
I know.
Live.
I just feel bad because I know this is
Don't feel
important.
bad. We're fine.
Okay. Anyway,
thank
you.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah. Carry on. Apologies.
All right. So that's what you see before you.
Okay, I like relay this to the party, I guess, by like drawing with my finger in the dirt or the ground or something. All right, we have no idea.
So just to help me out here, we're currently looking at having to go through a room full of
Baby dragons.
baby dead undead dragons. Okay.
Yep.
Roughly
many eggs. How many are there?
How many? Well, I guess for starters, how many unhatched? No, I'm sorry. How many hatched ones are there?
How many hatched ones are there? I would say Ellen noticed maybe about 10 of them just sort of flapping about.
Okay, but then how many eggs are there?
Hundreds.
Great. Okay, so this is a World of Warcraft raid.
What I was saying. And
yeah.
I don't go here.
Don't pop the egg.
I don't go here.
Whelps.
Medic whelps. Or a Leroy Jenkins situation.
Well,
you didn't take Calanthus, so there's not going to be a Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, thank God.
Oh man, it's probably a good thing we didn't take him.
Yeah, this would be very bad.
This would be very upsetting.
Okay, do we dive down? What do we do? There's into the abyss.
So the majority
this is
of
cave we're in.
Yeah, so this is a top-down view.
So it's like a donut room.
Yeah, it's a donut room, and it's just a big pit in the center. And the walls of that pit are aligned with more eggs.
Oh, like Malik as well.
So where are we? Are we in the
You're
arrow?
where the arrow is, right here. That's where Ellen is.
Paths?
That's where Ellen is. It kind of like the path kind of like snakes around this way, and you guys are like over here. We're waiting for Ellen scouting.
Are these lines perpendicular to the walls? Are these other exits?
Yes.
Okay.
So this was just an example of like where some would be. Like there's a lot of exits to this room. They're just sort of like all over the place.
Oh.
Haphazardly.
Okay.
And that's only on the first floor. Then there's like probably another 3 or 4 tiers of this with other like rings around the room at higher levels that also have similar. Yeah, there's a lot of exits to this room.
Well, that sucks.
All right.
Unfortunately, Bo didn't open the path forward, but we don't exactly know. Not exactly a straight line, is it?
Nope. My first instinct is that if we want to deal with a lich, we go down.
Probably.
But there are
Goes
so
closer to
many
the
eggs
heart.
down there, and we don't know where it ends.
Not all of you.
Always-
Well, I don't know who of you can fly at this point.
I think all
Most.
of us can fly.
Except Cecil.
I don't know how stealthily we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, that's another good
Cecil is
question.
confined to the broom with Huraith.
We can do an oldie but a goodie. I have the ability to cast minor illusion. Major image, sorry.
You could do that.
Because that would be a 20-foot cube, which is pretty big. And we could use it to, like, camouflage ourselves as we go down.
As we go down. Alright.
Lasts up to 10 minutes.
We would have to hope that we don't go down too bad. Too long. Brain, sorry.
Best to make it quick.
Alright.
So your plan is to drop into the abyss in the center?
Or we could take stock in the middle-ish and then see if I can I can find or you could find some indication of which way the lich is.
Yeah.
What's the noise like in this cave at the moment?
The 10 hatched wormlings are just sort of flapping around the room. You can hear the sound of their wings as they're kind of flapping through the air, and occasionally they'll make some guttural screech.
Wait, dragons have blind sight. What are we doing?
Do they?
Wait, that's ancient dragons.
Yeah, these are like babies.
These are babies.
These are babies.
These are
Okay,
babies.
I keep going like, wait, no, we can't. Oh, wait, they're babies.
They're 8-bit. They're infants.
Also, isn't blind sight usually like a smaller radius immediately around the creature?
For dragons, it's 30 feet, I think.
But also, these are infants.
These are infants.
Oh, so cute.
No, they kill.
No, but they are cute.
Yeah.
That's how I am with cats.
Okay. Do we want to go straight,
Yeah.
do we want to go straight down, or do we want to hover for a second to see
I'll
if
tell
we can...
you, all told, Ellen, if you want to give me a perception check, I can give you like a rough estimate of how many exits there are to this room.
Okay. 19 plus... 30.
30. All right. Just gazing around the room in all directions. You don't obviously know if there's even more exits down in that big pit in the center. But from what you can see at ground level and looking up, there's probably about 20 exits to this room.
Yeah, I mean, we clearly can't go down all of them. It seems as though this is perhaps a locus, Several different paths are coming here. So down seems at least more unique than that.
All
Makes
right.
sense to me.
Yep. All right.
Well, if we all gather up, I will cast a major image around us in a 20-foot cube and just kind of use it to, on each side, just kind of, like the illusion when you have like a mirror kind of set in an angle so you can make something look like nothing's there. It's kind of like that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As Huraith does this, I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on myself because it's worn off the Lady of Change by now.
Okay.
And I can do it for free.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. So you're all kind of clustering together within this 20-foot cube and making your way toward the center of this abyss. Okay.
Cube.
If you all will give me stealth. We're gonna make a group stealth check. All of you are gonna roll stealth with advantage. I'm setting a DC, and as long as at least half of you pass that, so for 7 people, that means, well, because it's an odd number, 4 of you have to pass. As long as 4 people pass the stealth check, this DC that I'm setting, you're fine.
We still have pass without a trace,
You
right?
do still have
Yep,
pass without a
you
trace.
can still add.
So you're rolling with
Okay.
advantage because you're essentially invisible, and you're adding +10 to your roll. So everyone will please give me a stealth check.
God to be with you.
Not too bad.
Alright, stealth check. Here we go.
Oh wait, no, that's Ellen. Ellen got a 49.
I was
not
gonna say
Roscoe.
Roscoe.
24 for Sissel.
I also got 24.
24 for Goth, 22 for Verna, 25 for Mito, 49 for Roscoe, 29
No,
for
49 is for Ellen.
for
sorry.
Ellen. Yeah, that makes more sense. 29 for Hiraeth. And what did Roscoe get? 25. Okay. So what I'm seeing
Oh wait, no,
here is
sorry, 35. I forgot
35.
the +10.
Okay, so 35. So the highest rolls are Ellen with 49, then Roscoe with 35, Hiraeth with 29, and Mito with 25. And everyone else is 22 and 2 24s. The DC for this was 25. 4 of you passed.
Holy shit!
Man, I thought I was doing pretty good with a 24.
You were almost
Wait,
there,
what did Mito
Tom.
get? What did Mito get?
25.
You just got it, yeah.
I'm sorry, Tab. I never win stealth checks. I'm
Why are you
sorry.
apologizing to me?
Because I thought you. Because didn't you
It
not
wasn't a
pass it?
competition. Yeah, but
No.
you know this. It's fine.
So you all collect yourselves and navigate toward the center of this abyss as a group. With, I'm assuming at this point, Mito has taken her wings out.
Yeah.
Everybody else has some sort of jetpack or means of flying, other than Hiraeth and Sissel, who are both on the broom. You get over the pit, and gazing down at this pit, you can see it. It seems to just sink beyond your sight. Those of you who have dark vision that goes about 60 feet, it descends beyond that, but you can see that the walls are completely lined in eggs. The hole itself seems to be getting narrower as it goes down.
Does that look like the right way to go forward?
That's a noise.
I don't have a map or an intricate knowledge of undead dragon nests, so I don't know.
We shouldn't have sequence skipped and gotten the compass.
You skipped the cutscene.
Wait, so we're currently going down into further
Right
levels?
now you're hovering over.
Right now we're hovering over it.
You're like
we're not moving
here-ish.
down.
You're like right here-ish, and you're looking down, and the pit sort of like the walls of the pit are like moving in at like a casual slope. They seem to all kind of like be getting closer and closer together the further down it goes. But your vision only goes down about 60 feet because that's the limit of your dark vision.
So like it starts out there and then like that?
Yeah, kind of like that. And the eggs are still present, so like they're getting closer together basically.
Where did you draw teeth?
They're eggs.
I think it's a side view of the tunnel.
Oh, it's like a cartoon mouth.
Yeah.
What about Yoshi?
Okay.
Yoshi.
Yoshi can't help you here.
Yoshi's all the way at the top.
These are actually all Yoshi eggs.
Great.
Undead Yoshis pop out.
Do we...
Right, Yoshi.
And there are no more of the like veins that pulse, right?
No, that's gone. Yeah, that ended back in the dead end tunnel with Odin.
Well, what do you guys think? I am asking out of I don't know. Do
well,
we?
I feel like just picking a random tunnel is going to be a wasting time.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I don't know what the other option would be other than just like picking
descend.
random tunnels.
Let's
Well,
descend.
I wasn't. I mean, if there's some kind of clue that we can find,
I guess we can.
Are there any
Like a
spots where like
perception or survival.
are there any tunnels that have a different lighting? Are we hearing
Give me
sounds
a
or
perception
smells from a different
Mhm.
Well, okay,
like-
so you're asking a lot of different
I'm throwing out examples of
yeah,
things that I can
and
look
that's
for.
great, but I would say that determining that with a perception check will be different based on who is rolling it. Like if you're searching for different smells, it's kind of hard because of the the overwhelming stench of the undeath around this area. But maybe someone like Roscoe would have a better shot
Sure.
at that. Similarly, Ellen would be more keen to see things that others would not. Goff, I think, like, or maybe not Goff, but like anybody who has any sort of arcane ability might be able to discern.
Mido.
Like, I mean, you're tracking a magical creature, so it's always possible that you might be able to discover it that way.
Yeah, I guess Ellen will roll to see if there's anything like specifically, and I guess Mido could also.
Well, hold on. I don't remember if I'm not proficient in Arcana, but God, I can sure roll it.
I mean, you do have a very large int modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
26. Holy shit. So what is
Nice.
what's Patty? Let me read Patty's question. For a tunnel that might be better defended than the others in terms of positioning lighting. Yeah. Give me what kind of roll do you think that would be? Like from your experience. I'd actually give it to you to determine what that might be.
Something related to militia.
Yeah, because I would feel like Verna would have
like a tactical
knowledge of this sort of thing.
Seems like it would be like some kind of int check.
Perception or something, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Perception with int modify. I don't know.
No, I'll give it a perception. Let's just make it. I just didn't want us all to have like perception checks, especially like, and I wanted to give Verna the ability to choose a stat that she would be more
poor Verna has a
predisposed
+0
to succeeding in.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
Athletics.
I want to roll a mental check with my strength modifier. The brain is yet another muscle.
Brain and brawn.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'd say yeah. Considering that the only real like sources of light in this region are like the very low level glow of some of these eggs that look like they might be on the verge of hatching. I would say Verna probably doesn't see anything. What was Ellen's roll? 29.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you looking for specifically? And then finally we'll get to Mido's afterward.
Yeah, Ellen was just like wanting to look at the tunnels to see if any looked more well trod than the others. We don't know which lich we're looking for.
I'm a little torn by this because I want to honor the roll.
But they don't walk.
But they don't walk. And they probably wouldn't stray too far from their lair. And I think you would know this, like liches are pretty territorial and are going to stick with their lairs. You suspect any connection that this lich has to this hatchery is probably just a matter of it being a neighbor, and it's probably not like this is not in their control or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, you can certainly see that there's some well-worn passages in that. Obviously, as these lichlings are hatched, they are moving out. Yeah, I want to honor the roll, but it's just like it's hard, you know.
Dragon, is this a dragon unique structure?
No.
Like, could this like nest or hive or whatever this is, this like all these tunnels and layers, are these reminiscent of something that we've seen before, or that a person in our party is familiar with on Othara, like mining tunnels or another kind of creature's nest? Like, could there be like a history or some sort of intelligence check someone could do to like be like, oh well, the structures are like these, so maybe some of these tunnels actually come back and like connect with each other. You know, you see what I'm getting at? Like,
Yeah.
we could maybe like
Absolutely.
kind of help ourselves make a decision if we had some sort of related
I would
similar
say that that's
knowledge.
more of like a if you're gonna so here's what I would say about that. The structure itself does, and I'll give this to you for free, does seem reminiscent of what you might see in some sort of underground colony or something that some creatures or beasts might burrow out and create of their home. So that being said, this would probably you would probably glean more information from some sort of nature check.
I'm proficient in nature checks.
You're certainly capable of doing that. I still haven't answered what Mito found.
I'm sorry.
However, yeah, because a 26 in Arcana is also quite good. I would say Mito, as you are kind of looking over the room, you do notice, like your keen elf eyes do notice this faint glimmer of like almost like arcane dust in the air, just sort of wafting. It seems to have larger pockets of concentration higher up. You suspect if you had any sort of magical sight, you might be able to see better.
Okay. I relay that to the party.
Oh, I can. Is detect magic count as magical sight?
That's one way, yes.
Do we have? I mean, I can do that unless we have another method of doing it. You said that Mito
saying
saw.
only lasts for 2 rounds.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I may actually not have detect magic. I might be thinking of dispel magic. What level is detect magic?
Like a first or second level spell.
Let me double check.
Detect magic is first level.
I don't have that spell prepared.
Dispel magic is third, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking of dispel magic. Very similarly named spells. I apologize. Does anyone have detect magic? I know at one point we did, but I don't know if that's still a thing.
I have it, but actually.
You were casting it from a wand, weren't you?
I can cast it from a wand. I can also cast it for free. I just need to drop evil and good on myself.
Oh yeah, because it's concentration.
Yeah.
I thought I had something, but I think I'm thinking about my warlock who could just do it whenever he wanted.
Yeah, I can just I'll drop protection from evil and good and temporarily cast detect magic.
I mean, you can do the both at will, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah,
right?
It's not like it matters.
You're not wasting spell slots or charges on
yeah, I can do them both for free.
Fucking good item, huh?
I know, it's really great.
All right. So Sissel, at Mito's prompting, you cast detect magic on yourself. Your eyes briefly flash with this violet arcane energy, and it's harder for you because you are. So I will say this: you don't have dark vision, so everything is pretty pitch black around you. But as soon as you cast detect magic, in the darkness up above, you see a very clear weaving path of arcane energy that seems to be snaking toward a particular cavern.
I will point this out. I just go up. It's heading in the direction.
Let's follow Sissel's magic eyes.
Your magic eyes see.
Finally, we found it. Up, dog.
So you crest up above. Occasionally, like you get very dangerously close to some of these lichlings as they are flapping past you. You actually feel like the wind from their wings sort of buffet you a little bit and knock you a bit off course, but nonetheless you manage to slip just by them and progress upward toward the direction that Sissel is indicating. you find a tunnel that exits from this hatchery and continues onward into the darkness. As you're proceeding down this new tunnel, Sissel, with your detect magic still on, you do notice that that blue trail of energy is still there and seems to be worming its way to some larger cavern.
Ellen is already on the lookout for bad.
What's bad?
String.
Okay, give me a perception check.
And maybe ghost. And oh god, that's 14 plus 11 is 25.
25. Ellen, you peer ahead toward the direction of the tunnel you're going, and as you're all still, how fast are you all going? What's the speed, the average speed of your party right now?
I think we're still being stealthy, so moderately slow.
Okay.
I mean, it can't be more than 30 feet movement per whatever, because
Well, the thing about stealthing is that your walking speed is 30 feet, but if you're stealthing and trying to remain hidden, you're actually going slower than that.
Well, that's why I said it can't be more than that. It's probably
I would say
less.
it's probably half of that even.
The
so
slowest of us are on. I think the broom is the slowest, right? And that's a 50-foot flying speed.
Yes.
So that's 20.
But what I'm asking is, yes, if you're stealthing, you can probably go at half speed and go 25 feet every 6 seconds, which is still kind of fast. That's why I'm asking, how fast are you going? I'm leaving it up to you, because if you do come across something, that will determine your reaction time.
Yeah, I think we are going at half speed, right? So we can be sneak.
Okay. I'm just saying, from an objective standpoint, 25 feet is still pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking. It's up to you, though.
I mean, we don't want to be too slow because
time is of the essence, certainly. So the reason I'm asking this is that you are all kind of moving along, and I'm assuming if we're keeping the order that we had before, where Goff and Ellen were sort of taking the lead, you will be in front. You're moving along, and Ellen, you notice about 60 feet up something that I think nobody else would have noticed, except that your keen eyes see it. There is this faint shimmer in the darkness, and you see these very fine wires that are across the tunnel.
Ellen holds her hand up. Stop. Puppet Master ahead. Sorry, I just dropped Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Warning.
Sword ahead.
Puppet sword. Why is it always puppet?
Why is it always puppet?
God.
Try
puppet ahead, therefore try stealth.
Try jumping.
If only I had a friend.
Alright.
There's a marionette dog.
Dog? Could this be a dog? Alright. Don't get tangled.
Easier said than done.
So much easier said than done.
Mostly because the wires are almost these fine hairs are almost in a they're in a crisscrossing pattern across the height and width of the tunnel. Short of destroying them, really, interact with them in some way, you have no way of getting past them. They're so close together, it's probably gonna maybe Ellen could probably dexterously move through it. Very unlikely anybody else could.
Okay. I don't think we can get. I don't think all of us can get through here. We're gonna have to either destroy it or. Yeah, we're gonna have to destroy it.
Are you destroying?
Destroy the thingies.
The wires?
The wires.
How do we destroy them?
They're just thread, right? Can we just cut them?
You might, yeah.
I mean, if they're based on what happened before, they could be magical. They might be protected from just being cut.
You have a magical sword, it should still be able to cut a magical string.
All right.
I guess if we destroy them, well, is there any concern that cutting them or destroying them will alert the Lich to our coming?
Oh yes,
Probably, yeah.
Remember when we walked through her puppet strings the first time? She immediately knew. Actually, Mido has her phylactery, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mido. When we start fighting her, destroy her phylactery. Remember to destroy her phylactery.
Yeah.
Like the second we see her.
Mm-hmm.
The second we see her, or not the second we see her?
The second we see her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I do not have magic sword, I don't think.
I have a magical sword.
I think we all do.
Well, several of us have magical swords.
There are many
Yeah.
people with magical swords in this party.
Can I just float over and draw my sword and try
Yeah,
to cut some of the
absolutely.
strings?
Give me an attack roll.
So, what?
Sure.
Well, what was your question, Tom?
So what is this, like, are these things directly in front of
Yes.
blocking our
So,
path?
like,
they are covering the.
They're like crisscrossing and covering the
when you
entire
first
path.
It's
when you
like
first
that
told
arc in Demon Slayer. With the spider lady.
when you first described them, you said they were you said something about like looking up or above, so I thought they were like above us but not directly.
No. This is Ellen up ahead. Ellen
Oh.
noticed these like 60 feet in advance ahead of her. So she had enough foresight to tell everyone to stop, and now you have like the entire tunnel is crisscrossed with these things. Like a very dexterous acrobatics chick could get through them, you know, sort of like those spy movies where people are like diving under all the lasers and stuff. But this is not going to be possible for, I think, anybody beyond maybe Roscoe and Ellen.
I rolled a 24 to hit.
24 hits. Roll damage.
Damage dice do I do? It's been so long.
Is this your roulette sword?
Yeah. Oh, let me see.
It's like 1d8 or 1d10 depending on if you're one-handed.
Yeah, no, I mean I have it written down. It's just been a while. I was just making a joke. I'll roll to see what damage type this is for fun. This is acid damage.
Acid damage, okay.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Hiraeth, you move forward, draw your sword, and cleave through these threads. The acid sizzles as it dissolves them, and they drop limply to either side. And then you see the strands of them seem to lie still for a moment, and then they just sort of like whip around a little bit, like,
oh no,
and then retract into the wall.
Okay, I thought they were just gonna slurp right back, and I was gonna.
And then you hear from somewhere down the tunnel this low, croaking laughter.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And then you hear a woman's voice, and she says, "Prey has tread into the predator's lair."
We found the Dark Souls NPC.
5 minutes of laughter, unskippable.
Okay, we're gonna move to this to the very laggy battle map.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, everyone, I think she's here. She knows we're here.
I will move you all over once I can. This is regrettably I needed to have dynamic lighting on this, and Roll20 made changes recently that have caused all dynamic lighting to just be a big lag fest. So I apologize for this. I don't know how it's bad on my computer. I don't know how it's gonna be on other people's computers. So please tell me if it's bad, and if it is, I will just turn it off. And we'll just play without it.
Let's find out.
All
Let's
right.
find
I'm
out.
still trying to move all your tokens around. That's how bad it is.
Oh no.
Okay.
Why would
Roll
they do
20.
this?
I don't fucking know.
Roll 20 shooting
They
their
had a
own
perfectly
system
good dynamic
in the
lighting
chair.
system, and they just fucked it. I don't understand it.
It was
Okay.
probably like one dev who pushed a small change and didn't think it would be bad.
Okay,
Oh.
so I think Heraith would probably be here based on that, because she
Oh,
took
I'm
the
gonna be up
initiative.
front.
Yeah. All right. So please tell me how bad this is. Is it still loading?
There it is.
Still loading.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, I see.
I can see.
All right.
I
Oh,
don't.
whoops.
There's a line. Oh, it's gone now. Oh boy.
Can I not even? Okay, and I'm gonna need everyone
Peter.
to roll initiative.
I'm holding PETA and we're waiting for it to load.
Pita.
He looks so cute. I have to hold him.
Everything is super slow. I might just turn this off.
I haven't noticed. I'm having no issues moving around the map. Nothing's lagging.
Is it kind of laggy though? Like if you try to
Mine is a
scroll?
little bit laggy.
If I try to scroll, everything scrolls normal speed.
Maybe it's just
Yeah, the
Chrome.
scroll
Maybe
is
I just need to
fine.
be on a
I'm using
Chrome
Chrome.
browser.
I'm
Firefox
using
is fine.
Firefox.
It could be that you have more
Whoa.
visual details because you're the
That's
one who has full
possible.
view.
No, I'm lagging really bad.
Oh.
I'm
Well, then
not seeing any sort of change in the, like, if I move my icon, I'm not seeing any sort of change in the dynamic lighting at all. So that might be
that's because you don't have dark vision.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
you might be seeing Roscoe.
Oh.
Is it Roscoe you're seeing?
My icon.
Oh, I see Roscoe change it.
It's really cool. However, it is Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I turn off acceleration? That might be why.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm lagging.
Yeah, that might be why.
All right, let me turn that on real quick.
Turn on what?
Hardware acceleration.
Where is that setting? Because that's probably why I'm
just
lagging.
hit settings and type acceleration.
Okay, that would probably.
Yeah, that's significantly better now that I've done that.
That fucking explains it. I'm just stupid.
Well, it's because you had to turn it off to stream something.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh my god, that's night and day. Holy shit.
Fuck. It was really bad.
It was really bad. Okay. So let's get everybody on the turn order. Fuck. So I'm just stupid as hell. Okay.
I have advantage. Yes, I do.
So do we have everybody on this turn order list? Did I get everyone? Heraith, Goff, Ellen, Verna, Roscoe, Mido, and Sissel. If you would kindly, once you've rolled your initiative, please
I
put
rolled a big number.
Please put yourselves on the turn order.
Yes.
Oh, I have to roll. Sorry, I was distracted by.
Wow, I got like a 25. Can I not edit my own?
You should be able to. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, it didn't save the first time.
If you do Roscoe and.
Wow.
Maito, no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well, okay. I guess I'll go for a walk because that's when I'll be able to
it's dark in here.
So that is. I'm just gonna put this on. Yeah. Okay. I wish I could hide initiative orders for certain things on the map. Okay.
Uh-oh.
1 second. I gotta roll initiative for. Okay. And what is her modifier?
I think you guys didn't move back into the right spots because I think I was supposed to be up front.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, if y'all want to kind of keep
Ellen would have been.
Yeah, I don't think
somewhere
Sissel
near
would
the
have been
front.
up that far. I think it was
Oh
Goff
yeah,
and
Sissel
Ray.
would have had to lead us here.
I'm
Well,
gonna
she
go ahead
has
and
magic
say
eyes, so
that
she
I
didn't-
would have dropped the image once we got out of the into this cavern from the dragon chamber.
All right, so I do that,
Mm-hmm.
and okay. So as you tread into these dark tunnels, and you hear Click Six, the puppet master, up ahead. That's not it. Hold on. I'm trying to play a track that I don't remember the name of. Apparently. We'll just continue with the ominous music then, because I don't remember. Okay. That brings us to the top of the round. Ellen, what do you want to do?
There's still a bunch of webs in the way, right?
You don't know. That was the only one you saw. You cut it. And then going forward, you don't have any idea.
Okay.
Can Sissel see them because of the magic detection?
They're not magical as far as you know.
Okay. Well, Sissel didn't call them out, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're not showing up on my magic vision, then I wouldn't.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ellen is gonna walk forward and I guess continue to look for more.
Okay. How far up are you going?
Hang on. 80-foot movement speed means.
God, you're so fast.
20 here. I don't want to be. I guess here she sees the hall goes further in.
Okay.
So she's
as you
gonna
move around
stop
that corner,
here-ish.
As you move around that corner.
Okay.
How fast are you going?
I mean, that was. Hang on. How much speed was that? That was 40 feet of movement.
That was 40. That was half your movement.
Yes.
You see up ahead a couple of monsters.
Oh. I have another 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
Let's do
just zip on back. Okay. I'm gonna assume that because you're in line of sight, you are no longer hidden. You're not stealthing anymore.
Nope.
So you're still in line of sight with at least one of them if you stop there.
So, bollocks, hang on.
You're trying to be too fancy, man. You just gotta move your token.
20. Okay, I have another 40 feet of movement. So I'm just gonna be like, whoop, people here, and insight check this one.
Okay.
What is my thing? 20 plus 31.
31 will do it.
And I guess attack.
Okay.
15 plus 15 plus 17 is 30.
That's what sneak attack. That's everything.
2 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits for sure.
And bow damage. 5 plus 11, 16 bow damage, and it's 13d6, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. You fire an arrow at this construct, and your arrow passes through it, and it just dissolves into a burst of spider silk and collapses.
I have 20 more feet of movement. There's people there.
Oh.
So I feel that was the funniest turn. I think.
Okay. So that's Ellen's turn. Roscoe, what's Roscoe gonna
do? He has. Hang on. What is his walking movement? 75, and he has an extra 20.
No. Why would he have an extra 20? He has
From
an extra
being
5.
On the moon.
He has an extra 5.
5. I don't know why I thought 20. Anyway. Do we want him to run? Actually, no. He has prayer beads. I don't want him too far from everybody. Is this enough? Ruler. Yes, that will be enough for his prayer beads. What is his plus to hit? Plus 13 to hit. 27.
27 hits.
18, 31.
Hits.
Oh, another 27.
Hits. He's using his whole bonus action and key point to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Or should I roll damage for these first?
I'd say roll damage on the first two.
Okay.
And then you can make a decision whether you want a flurry of paws.
It's 2d10.
2d10 is only when he is.
No,
Avatar
for the
form.
2 attacks.
Oh
2d10.
yes, 2d10 plus fucking a big
14.
number. 24. Okay, yeah. 2 of his prayer beads just go right through this thing's form. It doesn't look like it is actually physical. It looks kind of like a zombie, but the actual form is made up of like very, very fine hair.
Interesting.
Air zombie.
I think flurry of paws.
Yeah.
Flurry of paws. Maybe not. Hang on. At least the bonus action to attack. That 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
So that's max damage plus
1d10 plus 10 plus 7, so that's plus 17.
Yep. 24. It's still standing, but it looks like it's pretty
Fine.
insubstantial at this point. Roscoe just powers another prayer bead directly through the center of mass, and a lot of the hair just sloughs off. What is Roscoe doing? You can't. You gotta.
I can't. Yeah. I think. Oh. I think he'll end it there. I want to save his key points.
Okay. All right. Well then, if he's not going to move, we can move to Haraith. Actually, at the end of Roscoe's turn, we're going to use a. We have legendary actions, and then we have lair actions.
Boy.
So I will say for legendary action. Actually, no. Legendary actions won't happen this round, but lair action certainly will. So on count 20. Oh no, Haraith is going first. So Haraith is going to go, and then we'll have lair actions. Haraith, it is your turn.
Yes.
You saw Alan appear, but dash around the corner, dash back.
I'm gonna stack. I'm gonna look over Roscoe's shoulder for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see this thing, and I'll be like, don't like that. So I will. I'll pull out my longbow. I have a bow.
Question mark?
I do. I have a bow. I've used it before.
Okay.
Now I'm just gonna shoot it.
Okay. Take a shot.
That is a 25 to hit.
That hits. Yep.
Okay, so this is just a normie bow. That is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage will do it. You knock an arrow and fire it through this thing's center, and it evaporates into wisps of hair.
I'm just gonna look back to everyone, and I'm just gonna kind of shrug. And then I will I will stow the bow and get out my viol instead, and I will play. Let's play the.
You put away one bow and take out another.
Yeah, get out another one. I'm going to play the Minor Song of Fortitude right now, which will give everybody within 45 feet a +5 to all saving throws.
All right.
Yay.
That will be needed, I think.
Really, that's a good deal.
All right. So that's the end of your turn. On count 20, lair actions.
Oh God.
You watch. What?
No, just I forgot about lair actions.
Oh, I did want to say, I'll use my last. That's Roscoe. Hold on, I'm gonna use my last 5 feet of movement. Just kind of step back.
Okay. As lair actions, you watch as a number of fine hairs whistle out of the walls, and 1, 2, 3, 4 more spider silk constructs appear.
Damn it.
Oh.
That brings us to Sissel's turn.
Do I see any of these?
You are in total darkness, are you not?
I do have my detect magic, but
Detect magic would not detect these things.
God.
Actually, no, you know what? That makes no sense. Yeah, I would say you probably have like Daredevil vision right now.
That's cool.
So you do see some like basic forms representing what look to be necromantic energies.
Fucked up. Alright, I see this one, right?
Yeah.
I am going to chromatic orb that. That's nasty.
Okay. This fucking
music.
I forgot that this track has like a weird foghorn in the middle. I just don't understand. That hits. Yep, 19 points of damage. So you deal 19 points of damage to this construct. It looks fairly wounded by that, but it is still standing.
Okay, I'm gonna start displacing because that's scary.
Okay. All right. So that is the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna move a tick forward. Just being near the walls is freaking me out.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick next to Goff.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. So you watch as I would say Roscoe is the only one to see this because everybody else is behind walls. But you watch as some figure down the hallway manifests out of the walls.
No.
I don't like it.
And she is going to cast a spell at Roscoe.
Uh-oh.
Why did I do this?
Okay. So I need Roscoe to make a Constitution saving throw as a crackle of black lightning fires.
He has +5.
Does have +5, and so that's.
Actually, no. Wait, hold on. Let me look at something. Yes, make a con save.
Okay, so 5 plus 10 is 25, plus 5 is 30.
30 makes it. So you'll take
None.
None. I really need your dice, Mel. I need to throw them in the trash and make you roll with Roll20, because okay. So that was it. And then you watch as she just discorporates back again into hair and disappears into the walls again.
Scary.
Did I just see like Roscoe do like a Matrix dodge?
Yeah, and this black bolt of lightning flies past him and hits the wall behind.
Good boy.
That brings us to the spider silk constructs. They are going to shamble forward, make attacks. One's going to attack Roscoe, 2 attack Haraith, 1 is going to attack Ellen. So that is going to be okay. So the ones against. So we'll start with Roscoe. As this creature makes 2 slam attacks on him. That's going to be... that misses, and that misses. They're both misses, because I know Roscoe has like over 20 AC.
22.
So the 2 on Hiraeth. What is Hiraeth's AC?
21.
21. So a miss, a hit, a natural 20,
Uh-oh.
and a hit. And then the one on Ellen is going to make 2 attacks. A 14 and a 10 don't hit you.
Nope.
Wow.
Actually, Roscoe has Sentinel, so he can hit the one that hit Hiraeth.
That's true. Well, 2 of them hit Hiraeth.
I mean, he can hit the one that hit Hiraeth that's like right beside him.
So the 2 that hit Hiraeth, we're going to say that's 3 of those hits. That's going to be...
wait a minute, Falk. I have something to inform you. I have foresight. They all have to roll with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for not remembering earlier.
Yeah, that's fine. So that natural 20 is probably going to go away. But for the 3 that hit you, 1 still hits, 1 misses, and another misses. So only one of those is going to hit now.
All right.
And it is no longer nat 20.
It is no longer nat 20. So you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
19?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh.
Which one did you attack? Which one did Roscoe attack?
The one beside him that also attacked Hiraeth.
So this one.
Yes.
Okay, so 19 or 17 points of damage to it.
It was 159. And then I'll subtract. I typoed, so I didn't. There we go.
All right. That brings us to Verna. Verna, it is your turn.
Turna.
I think you don't have any vision either, right? No, yeah, you don't have any vision because you don't have dark vision. So unless Sissel casts light or you have a weapon or ability that can cast light, you can't see anything and are going to be attacking with disadvantage.
Verna has doesn't Verna have the glowing sword?
He does have the sunblade.
Yeah, but that's no, because I believe Verna these days is using the gavel.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure if she still had it on her. Oh, okay.
She probably has it still, but she's not attuned to it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Actually, I don't know if you have to be attuned to the sun sword.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Probably.
Okay, so unless anybody wants to, on a later turn, help Verna out, Verna is going to be slashing blindly in the dark here.
Okay. You humans.
That does hit, however. I mean, these things are very easy to hit. 17 points of damage to this construct. It's still standing, although you've taken a big chunk out of it. That also hits.
Wow.
And they have an 8 AC. They're basically zombies. So that one does kill it. So this one is gone.
We just come in to see like Verna blind smashing.
She just runs down the tunnel, swinging the hammer left and right. That one also hits for 18 additional bludgeoning damage to this creature. But it is still standing. Three attacks a turn, I believe so, unless you action surge, in which you only have 1 or 2 uses of right now, right? Oh no, no, because you have 3 levels of paladin, so you wouldn't have the second charge of action surge. Okay, so that concludes Verna's turn. At the end of her turn, Click6 is kind of manifests out of the wall again, and she is going to spend a legendary action to ensnare. Hold on. Where is it? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Legendary actions. Here we go. So she is going to. You watch as she sort of weaves her hands through the air, and you don't see anything immediately, and then she just disappears again.
Cool. Sure, it's fine.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
You know.
That brings us to Goff.
Okay, so what's going on? Brief rundown. I'm sorry, I've not been keeping track of every single thing that's happened.
You started going down this tunnel, and
I know that. I know that we're currently dealing with Click 6. I'm just like in terms of the combat, like.
So there's 3 of these spider cell constructs left that have been attacking people. Click 6 appeared briefly down the tunnel and did some things, but you don't know what she did, and then she disappeared again.
Probably set up a bunch of fucking hair traps everywhere. So there's just these constructs attacking people.
That's all you see for now.
Have we heard anything further down, like the tunnel?
I think, given how the flow of combat, it's probably too hectic to tell. You could certainly try to
these
make a
undead?
perception check. You don't know.
Or are
They're some sort of construct made. They look like zombies, but they look like they're made entirely of hair. And when they have died, they have just sort of dropped to the ground as a bunch of like a pile of hair, and then just disappeared.
Okay, so probably not undead. Well, come from an undead creature. Is anyone? No. Has anyone done any holy damage to them?
I don't believe so.
I don't think many of us can.
Well, Verna might be able to. She already went. That's why I was wondering if they are affected by holy in any particular way. I'll just play it safe because that's what I do. Okay, so here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
When our party members got grabbed by these cords in the past, what was the status condition they were affected by?
Strength save. Oh, you mean like the actual status? They were restrained.
Okay, so that won't help. They weren't stunned or paralyzed.
No. Nope.
Okay, then that one won't help. So I'll use Aura of Life.
Okay. Aura of Life
This is the one that resistance to necrotic, maximum hit point maximum cannot be reduced by things that aren't the moon, passive, whatever. Non-hostile living creature regains 1 hit point when it starts its turn in the aura with 0 hit points.
Gotcha. Okay.
I will put it on a thing.
That's a cool spell.
Yeah. So if you're in the, well, it's blue but green here. If you're in the circle, you get resistance to necrotic. And what was it? I literally just read it out loud.
Resistance to necrotic.
Oh, hit point maximum can't be reduced.
Your hit point maximum can't be reduced, and if you drop to 0 hit points, then on your turn you regain 1 hit point.
So that's a level 4 spell, which costs 6 points, and that's assuming a primary action. Yes. Okay. I will just do that and move a little, and that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Click 6 is going to spend more legendary actions. You watch as, seemingly out of thin air around here, there doesn't seem to be any source for the casting, but you see a spell fly out. This spell is targeting Roscoe. You watch as a number of purplish arcane missiles fire out, or magic missiles, I guess they are. So they're just going to hit him. So that's 1d4 plus 1 force damage for each of these, and there are 3 of them. So 3d4 plus 3. Roscoe, oh wow, I rolled 1s on all of them. So Roscoe takes 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
And that brings us to Mito's turn.
Sorry, I was talking to my mom. Okay, here I go. Attacking.
Here we go.
I'm gonna stand next to. I think this is Goth. I can't tell. There's so many things on top
there's
of
a
him.
lot of stuff going on.
We're just killing these, right? Like, there's not.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure
They're
that I
not tree
missed.
stumps.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm attacking the one in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That hits.
And
12 damage. It's still standing.
Let me do my fireball.
Oh yeah, your fireball. Ba-boom.
It's 3d10 now, right?
4d10.
4d10.
Yeah, it's been 4d10 since level 17. 26 damage. This silk construct goes up like a wicker effigy and just disappears.
Cool beans. I just step over it and I move to the next one.
Okay. Still got 2 more attacks. That hits for another 12. And that also hits for 16. Unfortunately, that last one is still standing, although it is looking pretty rough.
Okay, cool bean. That's my turn. I still have the stick from the island on my in my inventory.
Fucking stick. So at the end of your turn, Click 6 is going to spend her last legendary action for the round to cast a cantrip. You see it again coming out seemingly without any source, caster source. You see a blue-white beam of light streak through the air, and it is going to, well, it can only see Roscoe, so it's going to attack Roscoe.
Why did I?
So that is a 31 to hit Roscoe.
Yeah?
He takes 22 points of cold damage. Let me just see something real quick. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
For the round?
Until the start of Click 6's next turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That brings us to the top with Ellen.
Ellen is gonna shimmy over here. Does she have line of sight to this boy?
Let me see. I would say that you can shoot it. It has partial cover.
I have sharpshooter, which ignores
yeah,
up to
you do, you
3/4
fucker.
color.
You absolute piece of shit. I can't make a counter. Any encounter. Not allowed. Falc's not allowed to have fun, everybody.
I'm sorry. That is 17 plus 7, 34 to hit.
That hits. They have an 8 AC. Please.
God.
He's already dead.
4 plus 11 is
These things are basically made out of paper mache, and we're
15.
rolling 30s against them.
15 points. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to do an insight check, so it's just 10
Yeah.
d6.
So yeah. You don't. Well, no. Well, yeah, because Roscoe's next to it, so you get you get attack bonus 40.
Oh, it's
Jesus
only
Christ,
41.
dude. You still absolutely destroy it in one shot. It was at full health. The silk construct vanishes into a cloud of hair.
Gross.
Okay. And she's gonna like take another step back and I guess bonus action hide because I didn't use a bonus action.
All right.
Oh, 19 plus 20 is 29 plus 10 is 19 plus 20 is 39 plus 10 is 49.
49. Okay. All right. At the end of your turn, Click 6 is going to use a legendary action. You watch Ellen, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and you feel a presence behind you.
Oh, bollocks.
And you see her weaving her hands for a moment and then disappear again.
Ah.
And I am going to need strength saving throws from Ellen and Sissel.
+5.
Yeah, +5.
Oh my god. I got in that 20.
Oh my god, Mel.
So that's a 25.
So
Yeah, you gotta take his dice.
Ellen is fine. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta take his dice. Throw him into the ravine.
Take his dice and
Throw
no,
them. Throw them over the edge.
I was gonna say break
the
both his
eyes.
hands. That's
Give
kind of mean.
me your dice.
Quick.
Cast them into the abyss.
Cast them into the
Cast them into the fire.
Not one
Destroyed.
of Emmerich's strongest moments.
He
No, it
couldn't
wasn't.
have known. He couldn't have known.
I mean, technically,
Gamer
yeah, because
defenders really
I was about to say that.
okay, so where was I? So Ellen, you are fine. Sissel, unfortunately, is not. Sissel,
Not again.
You take, you take 11 points of necrotic damage, halves because of Goff's aura.
Yay.
So that's 5, or yeah, 5. And you are restrained.
Why does this always happen to me?
Because you're a pathetic, skinny dragon witch girl. You skip every single day. No arms, no legs.
Not even wings.
Not even wings.
It's Roscoe's turn.
I guess he's gonna hit the spider silk
Yep.
boy.
All right. Just make one attack.
26.
26 hits. Roscoe does enough damage from just his modifier to kill what remains of this thing.
Okay.
You don't even need to roll anything.
Is
Roscoe just open paw strikes this thing right in the center of mass, and it disintegrates.
Does he see Sissel like wrapped up or
Give me a
anything?
perception check.
Okay. 14 plus. What's his perception? Oh, 11. 25.
25. I'd say in the heat of battle, Roscoe spins around and looks, sees Sissel seemingly ensnared by some invisible force.
Invisible?
Yeah, he can't. Oh, with the 25, yeah, you would see kind of like the glint of. I think Roscoe would see the glint of the spider hairs, encircling Sissel.
Okay. Can he like run up?
As soon as you run into that square, I need a strength saving throw from Roscoe.
Bollocks.
Because Sissel was not on the outskirts of that.
17 plus 8.
For fuck's sake, can you ever roll anything under the 10?
I can try.
I'm legitimately getting tilted.
I'm sorry.
He does this every single fucking night. How do you think I feel?
Yeah, that saves. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Can
he
he,
saved. He can you can attempt to
use the rest.
So
Yeah. What can he
would
do?
I don't think he can really do anything actually because he already made one attack and so he was committed to the attack action. You would have to
Yeah.
use your action, your full action, in order to try to pull Sissel out.
Can he attack the stress?
You can attack the strings.
Okay.
Just bites him.
He
Ow.
just bites them.
Meow.
Meow.
I have
14
got
plus
an
13.
idea.
27.
27 hits.
Should I roll damage for each one or?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be 8 plus 7 is 15 points of damage.
Points of damage.
And then
yep. You Roscoe chews a bunch of the wires away. It's still wrapped around Sissel pretty significantly.
Okay. 18 plus 30.
Just to be clear, like since it's ensnared her, it's gonna take a lot more damage to get her free. However, by doing damage, you are lowering the subsequent DC for anybody who tries to pull her out.
Yeah.
Or if Sissel if Sissel has Misty Step, she can just use that.
I do have Misty Step.
Yeah, I figured, but also I don't know what else Roscoe would do for this.
Okay.
The next attack is 31.
That hits. By the way, you used a key point last round. Be sure to mark that down for Roscoe.
Oh, I did. Thank you. And that's another 15 damage.
Another 15, so 30 total you dealt to this thing. Okay, yeah, it's still ensnaring her, not as much. It would be easier for someone to pull her loose at this point.
Okay.
But that concludes Roscoe's turn.
Yes.
At the end of Roscoe's turn, you watch as the spider hairs that are in that space where Sissel and Ellen were, and now Roscoe, seem to get brighter, turning like this orange hue, and then the entire corridor erupts as a fireball goes off, and I need a dex save from everyone.
That's just rude.
She was spending 2 of her legendary actions to do that. Fail. Success for Ellen. Fail for Verna.
This is
Rolling
good.
dex save.
Dex save, yep.
Well, I mean, is the DC higher than 20?
No.
Okay. 4.
4. Okay, so it looks like
Oh,
everyone.
yeah,
Don't forget your plus 5s.
Oh yeah, don't forget
9.
your plus 5s. So with the plus 5, I still think it stands the way it is. Roscoe, Hiraeth, and Ellen all succeeded. Everyone else failed. So as the fireball erupts in the corridor, those of you failed take. Wow, I'm getting awful rolls tonight. 21 points of fire damage to everyone who failed. Half to those who succeeded. None to Ellen and Roscoe.
We round up or down?
Down.
So who did not succeed?
I did not.
Sissel, Verna, Mido, you.
Where is Sissel?
Right behind you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and don't forget, actually, let me relook at that. Can Verna roll with advantage because you are close to Mido, and your Avatar Stones grant you advantage on all saves?
That's true.
When we're next to each other, yeah.
When you're within 30 feet.
Yeah.
I'll use dampen elements on myself and Sissel.
Still is a 19 with Hiraeth's modifier, so it still is going to fail. Okay. So who are you using dampen elements on?
Myself and Sissel.
You and Sissel. Okay, so you take 10 instead. Mido and Verna are still going to take the full 20. Hiraeth, you will take 10, and Ellen and Roscoe will take none. That brings us to Hiraeth's turn.
Okay. I was doing some dishes. Let me run back. I'll peek around the corner.
Okay.
But I'm getting the sense that she's either teleporting or going invisible or both.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Sure. I would love to make an Arcana check.
You have advantage on this, right? Like you
But
roll
I
advantage
didn't
on
roll
everything.
very well. Yeah, that's a 9.
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark, it's unusual, and it's really hard to figure out what she's doing. She seems to whenever she like reappears and disappears, you are seeing like there's this like cocoon of hair that seems to form and then disappear again. But beyond that, you don't know what's really happening.
Yeah, I really don't want to have to cast True Sight right now. Cast Reverse Gravity. Sorry, I just noticed that I didn't mark that, so I will mark that I used my 7th level. See if there's anything. Do. Okay, I'm just going to have going to be like, I don't know what's going on here, so I'm going to move back.
Okay.
As I enter this
As
space,
you enter that,
do I see it before I walk over there though? Because
you
I
wanna
did
make a
watch
perception check?
Roscoe. Yeah. Because I feel like it has
will-
already been happening to other people going over there, so I'm like
It's
moderately
still
aware.
fine enough that like you still need to make a successful perception check to see it.
A 25 perception.
25 would definitely see it, and you would definitely know that stepping onto that square would get you tangled in it. So
But I wouldn't be able to like slash the strings and try to help Sissel because both are actions.
Yes. So you either have to run in, brave a strength saving throw and succeed, and then try to help her with your action.
Is the area around Roscoe less tangly because he already went in there?
No, he's just managed to dodge it. He's going to have to make another strength save on his next turn.
Okay. Man. Fortunately, Sissel's one of the few people who might be able to see what the fuck is going on. I guess I will just like, as I move into the space, I will attack the strings, trying to help her.
You do move into that space.
Well, okay, it's more like.
I have Misty Step.
What?
I have Misty
He has Misty
Step.
Step.
I have Misty.
Misty
Step.
Borrow.
Good lord.
That's great. It's just I can't see anything else, so guess I will stand right here and keep playing my song.
Okay.
And I'll hold an attack with my sword or with my bow if I see anything.
Okay. Count 20 layer actions. You see Click 6 re-materialize in this hallway. This time she stays put. She doesn't disappear again. And you watch as she looks at Ellen, and this tangle of negative energy wisps out from her fingers and attaches itself to Ellen. It's not a magic spell.
Ew.
This is a lair action that is just an effect. It's now on Ellen, and we'll roll for stuff later if it comes up.
Uh-huh.
So for now, Click 6 is staying put, and she's just right there.
She's here.
Then we go to Sissel. Sissel, I need you to, on the top of your turn, make another strength save, please.
Okay. Alright,
Is the DC lowered?
Yes. Because of cutting some of the strings. It's still +5 will do it, actually. So Sissel, you do manage to pull yourself free of the cords, the spider silk. You are no longer restrained.
Okay. First thing I do is spend 2 sorcery points and quicken spell light. Cause fucking tired of this shit.
Okay, let me put that on your character, so now there should be a light source from you. So I believe bright light and low light. So you should see that now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and everyone should see that, in fact.
Yeah.
So I can presumably also see Click 6?
You can. You see this hunched over old woman with a broad smile just standing at the edge of the tunnel.
That's nasty. 1 second. Didn't actually expect to get out of the thingy this early. What if I'm just gonna fucking, like, bounce an acid ball, like, behind her so that it hits her, but doesn't hit the rest of us. Ideally.
She is going to counterspell that.
Rude!
Bench.
It's a 3rd level
You can't
against
do
3rd
that.
level, so it's automatic.
Okay.
You can't do that. Only we can do that.
Alright, well, you don't have a reaction, bitch.
Yeah, that was her reaction.
In that case, this is gonna be like, no, and move over here.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That brings us to Click 6's turn.
I'm in danger.
Ellen. What is she gonna do to you?
Nonsense.
This sucks because I'm looking at all these spells and I'm like, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, but Mel's just gonna roll a 19 and then negate all damage, so why bother? What can I do?
Oh no, I'm a juicy little fly caught in a web.
Please.
Well, sometimes we have to roll to try against odds that seem pretty bad.
You are right.
Maybe Clixic also has to do that.
You are right. This sucks. I'm gonna say that she is going to open her hands, cast a spell at Ellen. Ellen, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay. 16 plus 7
What's
is...
the fucking point? Like I said.
I'm sorry.
23. Yeah, that saves. That's just enough to save.
Well, I mean, I rolled a 24 and something recently that wasn't a save, so I don't know.
Well,
man.
that was an old god.
What?
It was probably against Shothragoth that had a DC 24. I wouldn't have.
No, like in this combat.
In this combat?
Or in this session.
Well, that was a skill check.
That was a stealth check.
It was still a DC that I didn't meet.
Yeah, but that's different from a saving throw. Okay. Well, you take no damage from that, and she is just going to go over here somewhere and disappear.
She went through the wall.
Get new material.
That brings us...
She looks at her hand of flash.
Spider silk constructs are currently not there, so I'm not going to worry about them. That brings us to Verna. There are currently no enemies on the field right now.
That we see.
That you can see. Yeah, she seemed to apparate and phase through the wall. I think like seeing that the effect was totally negated by Ellen's avatar stun, she kind of like she sneered at Ellen and was like, and just disappeared through the wall.
Meld into flesh.
Oh. Okay, you hold your action and change and charge her when you see her. Okay, so you're gonna ready an action and do that. Okay. So she's gonna spend her last legendary for the round. You watch as the remaining spider silk in this area that Ellen and Roscoe are still in seems to turn on a cold blue hue as she fires a cantrip through it at Ellen. Ellen, that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, actually, it's 26 to hit, but yeah. So you take 23 points of cold damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet. Until the start of Quixix's next turn.
Okay, I managed to barely hold on to pass without a trace.
Great. Okay, Goff, it is your turn.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Okay. So, is anyone currently restrained or afflicted by anything?
No.
No.
And all the enemies are visibly gone?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Where was the last time that Quixix appeared?
Everyone would have
over
seen
here.
her here.
Actually, I don't think everyone would have seen her. I think Sissel, Ellen, and Roscoe would have seen her. Everybody else was probably out of line of sight.
Okay, yeah. Ellen probably would have been like pointing.
I can see here.
Okay. She was like here-ish.
Oh, okay.
But then she phased northward, right?
Yeah, you saw her. Well, I mean, you didn't see her actually physically phase northward. You watched her like evaporate into like this whirlwind of silk, and then like it just went and just disappeared into nothing.
Okay. Well, not a whole lot I can do because most of my spells require me to concentrate on them. What? What level is Dispel Evil and Good?
I think that's our first level.
It's first level.
Is it?
Well, protection is. Dispel is different, I think.
Dispel Evil and Good is 5th level.
Oh, it's a concentration.
It's a concentration spell. Yes, and it surrounds. Right. Okay. Disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Wouldn't really do anything right now.
It would only be a single. It would only protect a single person anyway. Yeah.
I can't even cast it on other people.
Yeah, it's at a range of self, so you can only cast it on yourself.
Do I have 2 6th level spells at this level?
I don't know. At this level, at level 19, probably. I want to say. Clerics get 2 6 levels. No, wait. Yes, you do. You have 2 6 levels right now at 19th level. And then at 20th level, you get an additional 7th level.
Is she doing something where she's like actively leaving the battlefield rapidly, or is like?
It's part of her movement.
Would trucing even do anything for me here?
You don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
The ability to see things as they actually are. Oh. Well, here's something I didn't consider. That I should have considered. I didn't think about planar ally.
Yeah.
Oh?
Well, it's a little late now. That as a cast time, doesn't it?
I can't do that right now. Maybe between now and maybe between this one and the other one.
How long is the cast time?
10 minutes. That's probably a bad idea.
No, that would certainly be a maximum HP lower.
Yeah.
From casting that.
Well, yeah, but if the planar ally could do something useful.
That's true. All right. So, but for the purposes of your turn now,
I know. I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Decision paralysis. It's hard with casters. I know it all too well.
It's also just hard when you're playing a specific kind. If I was just like the fuck up guy who just cast damage spells everywhere, I'd have a very simple flow chart to follow. But I have many branching paths depending on the circumstance.
Many whelps handle.
And I also have many things that I have to keep in mind that could happen. I've already got a buff up. I hate this. I feel like if I heal, it's not even worth it. See, you can't. You always get impatient when I get paralysis about these decisions, but you also cut my healing, so now I'm like, well, that's the easy choice, but now I literally don't have an easy choice anymore. Like normally I would just heal the group, but now it's like, well, if I spend 7 spell points on mass cure wounds, everyone heals like 12 HP or something. Like it's just that sucks. So I don't know what to do. Like I don't have my fallback choice. I have nothing to attack. I've already got a concentration spell up.
You can hold your action, yeah.
Well,
and say
what
like,
can I
wait till
hold?
she. I mean, you can say like, if she reappears, when she reappears, I'm gonna cast a spell at her. I'm gonna do this action.
Oh no! Hold on a second. Now this is interesting. What level spell is this? 3. Can I? Are there any like rocks on the ground or
like actual
is there
rocks?
is there a physical object detached from the floor?
What do you want to do?
I want to cast daylight on something, but it has to be an object.
It can't be like a weapon or something?
You choose a point on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried.
Okay.
I guess I could just cast it on myself.
Yeah.
I was thinking about throwing it like in the middle of the room. I guess I'll just. This one does not require concentration.
Wow. Okay. So it's a
So you
60-foot
could
radius
throw
sphere
it
of
on
daylight.
Verna's hammer because she does
That's
not.
being carried, so it can't.
I can't.
Oh, is not being worn or carried.
The only I has to be if it's only something that I am wearing or carrying can I cast it on. I can't cast it on other people's things.
Okay.
60-foot radius.
Otherwise, you could do something crazy like cast it on a vampire's like necklace, and then they would just never be able to escape the daylight.
The sphere is bright light and sheds. Okay, if you choose a point on it can be any point within 60 feet. It doesn't have to be an object. that's an optional thing. If you chose a point on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the light shines from the object and moves with it. Otherwise, it'll just stay in place.
Okay, right. So will this? Let me before I. Will this help? Like, is the darkness hindering us in any way, or is this just kind of a superfluous to do this? Will it help us see? Is anyone having issues seeing her, or like, is she using the darkness to her advantage? Okay, then I'll do it.
Verna,
I will.
Yeah, Verna can't see anything unless she's near Sissel, basically, and Sissel's light cantrip is a lot smaller radius than
I will
daylight.
cast daylight on, I guess, like my hammer.
Okay.
A ring or something I'm wearing. I don't know. Something, a shield maybe.
Sure. So that's. Let me look at that again. That is
I usually have my shield actually
60-foot radius sphere of light.
Yeah.
The sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet. So it's 60 feet of bright light followed by another 60 feet of dim light. So let me put that. I think. Okay. This is how it works. So Goff is just one big beacon now for everyone.
Does that give vision to everyone?
Yes, should.
Try moving like left and right in the squares for a second.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's. Oh, you want me to? Oh, like.
Yeah. Yep. That's. Yeah. It changes the lighting.
Okay. Well, that just lasts for an hour unless I turn it off.
Cool.
That was a 3rd level spell. I don't know what else to do, so I guess that's it.
Okay.
If it helps somebody, it was worth doing.
That brings us to Mito.
Oh, finally, at last.
Sorry.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Tom. I didn't mean it like that. It's just that I'm at the bottom of the turn order. So I didn't mean that you were taking long. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was taking too long.
Regardless. No, I don't think. Okay. Whatever. It's okay. We're moving forward, right? I just want to make sure I'm not stepping forward without.
Well, you see nothing on the field right now.
Right. So I guess we're basically just trying to find the lich at this point.
Yes, she keeps vanishing in and out of the tunnels.
Oh. Can she stop?
It's up to you to stop her.
Yeah, you're gonna have to beat her up. That's how you stop her.
Wait, okay.
Stop.
Stop here.
As soon as you stepped one tile beyond your wraith, I need a strength save from you, please.
Oh, man. Watch me roll bad. I still rolled bad.
Wow. Well, with +5 from her wraith, that still succeeds. So you're fine. But as soon as you, like, step here, you walk into just a nest of hairs that are across the tunnel. But you don't give a shit. You just charge right through them.
Whatever.
But you're still in that range. I don't know where you intended to stop.
I was here, right?
You were here.
Okay.
Is that the extent of your movement?
No. That's 5. And then 10. 15. And with the wings, I have how much
50.
movement? 50. So I only moved 25 feet, I think.
Yeah, you've only moved 25 so far.
So I guess I'll go here.
Okay.
Like here-ish then?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And that'll be your turn unless you want to. You can either ready an action or you can keep dashing forward with your dash action.
I want to ready an action.
Okay. What do you want to do? So, like, when you see her, you do something.
A firebolt. Oh, wait, no, hold on. When I see her, I'm going to want to break my phylactery, so I do want to ready a firebolt so that I can do that.
Okay, cool. So you hold on to that, and then we go to the top of the round again. Ellen, you are still within the radius of the spider silk. I need another strength save from you, please.
15 plus 5 plus her race 5, right?
That's 20 exactly.
Yeah.
Let me check something. That is exactly what you needed.
Wow.
So you manage to you see the spider silk starting to close around you again, and you manage to deftly evade them and like tear some of them asunder. It's your go.
Okay. Here. Uh, would Ellen have like? I don't want to leave the good zone.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you all turtle up here, she's just gonna keep firing
Yeah.
spells through her spider silk until you die.
Yeah. Hang on, wait, hang on. I started
She has the ability to not engage with you.
here. Do I keep running going?
Just go. If we all start moving, I will catch up.
Okay.
You all have like 80 feet of movement. Like
Yeah, I have a lot of movement. If
75
the
for
group starts
me.
moving, I will go with the group.
what is Ellen's natural speed?
Her normal speed is 45.
I thought you had a jetpack.
Her jetpack is 80.
Her jetpack is 80, and you have +5 from the moon. Oh no, that's walking. Never mind. You have 80-foot flight. Yeah, so you have 80 feet. Like, you can go anywhere. Goff also. Oh, were you not doing other perception checks? Because as soon as you hit here,
Oh
you're gonna
yeah,
have
I
to make
should
another
have done a
strength save.
perception check.
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to make a perception check every time you
Okay.
you come into contact with one of these
12,
things.
12 plus 11 is 23.
23 is not enough.
Okay, so she charges.
So you charge in, and you're gonna need to make a strength save. Right here. You stop here for now.
Here?
Yes. Strength save, please.
That's 12
Plus
plus
her base 5 is not enough. You are caught in the web.
Am
And
I in dim light at this point?
everything is dim. Well, no, not anymore because Goth cast daylight.
Is this square dim light?
No.
Okay, so I cannot free myself.
Oh, actually, no, you are in dim light. That is dim light. Yes,
Oh, thank
sorry.
God.
Sorry, you were literally on. I had to like change it to see from your view to actually see, but you were literally on like the diagonal of dim light. If Goff was like 2 steps closer to you, you would be in bright light.
Okay.
So you take 17 points of necrotic damage, and you are restrained.
You take half necrotic damage.
Half necrotic, yes, that is true because of Goff's aura of purity.
8?
Yes, 8 points of necrotic.
Let me pass without a trace. Oh, that was exactly a 10 plus whatever my con is, so I'm okay.
Cool.
Bonus action. Not be there.
I forgot. You just go whoop. All right. Did you have any more movement, or did you want to just keep going, or just stay there?
I'm just gonna.
Just gonna stay there.
I can't use my my action to hide, can I? No.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. 13 plus 20 is 20 is 33 plus 10 is 43.
43. Okay. All right. That brings us to Roscoe. He's also still in the silk. I need a strength save from him.
Roscoe, I am far less worried about.
Yeah, he's powerful.
That's like a 13 plus 8 plus 5. That's like 20.
Oh yeah, he's fine. He's able to get right through it, and go wherever he wishes.
Okay. 20. He has a 75 walking speed. Would he have to also make a...
Yes.
Perception... Oh, 18 plus... what is your perception, bud? 18 plus 11.
That's enough. notice just in front of you and within the next 5 feet is a mass of spider silk.
Would he have to
He would either, like, now knowing it, so the thing is, like, you either have to attack it and destroy it now that it's not restraining anybody, in which case it has less hit points, or you just have to rush through it and brave the saving throw. Or if you have any teleport means to get around it, then you can teleport past
He
it.
doesn't.
So
Where does the
your
silk
options,
start? It starts right here?
it starts like literally right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like right here.
What would be...
So you either have to attack it or you have to run through it and take a saving throw.
What do
Like,
you
those are
guys
your
think?
options.
I don't want to, like, have Roscoe run through it without...
You just said you're confident in his...
I am. But also,
throw.
I don't want, like... Yeah. Where does it end?
Ends here.
Okay. Oh yeah, you should you also hear Ellen go, more string right by Wraith.
You can attack it and do damage to it, and as long as it's... So if somebody is restrained within the spider silk and you're trying to attack the silk that is binding them, it has higher HP, but if you're just attacking the square to make a path, it's a lot easier.
Oh, okay. I guess he'll attack. Or maybe he'll go here and, like, attack here to make a path.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Ooh, a lot. 16 plus 13 is 29.
29 hits.
And 4, 8 plus 15 damage.
15 damage, okay. Roscoe just sort of munches on some of the spider silk and starts tearing it apart. It looks like he's cleaved a fairly big path to pass through, but some of the spider silk is still up.
Okay. Does that mean, like, the strength saving throw will be less?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, he's already committed to an attack action, so 19 plus 13 is a lot. 4. Is this a 6 or a 9? That's a 9. Plus
13.
7 is 9 plus 16 damage.
16 damage. So Roscoe just tears through it, and then all of the spider silk goes limp. So that square is gone.
Just that square?
That cube that contained the entirety of the spider silk. They're like a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
So that cube is gone. The passageway here is now clear.
He'll take a position.
Strength save, please.
Another one?
Yep.
God.
This is gonna be a bastard. She's a bastard.
Yeah, I'm not fond of it.
What'd you get?
14 plus 8 plus 5.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine, but hang on, does he still have movement? Hang on, sorry. I
don't know. Does he? So he started here, right?
Yes. I
don't know, Mel. So he's done 45 feet of movement so far. He's got 30 feet.
Okay. I think he'll stay. Oh.
I will tell you, if he sticks there and that thing is still active, he'll have to do another strength
here
save. No.
That it ends?
Yeah, he's out of it now.
Okay.
So Roscoe runs forward, and it's like getting caught in a spider web, and you're like blah blah blah, and then you just walk.
Yeah. Does he wait? That was 2 attacks. I can do one more bonus action attack. 14 plus.
That hits.
A lot. And where did I put my? I just rolled. There you are. 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. All right. At the end of your turn, Click 6 is going to spend 2 legendary actions to cast a spell through her spider silk. I need Actually, let me take a look at what she's gonna do. She's gonna use this spell. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, that one. So this thick, poisonous fog starts roiling out from the from here, from this space that's right north of Goff and Sissel and Verna and Hiraeth, and it starts moving southward. And as it covers over you, I need a con save from the four of you.
Vernon might. Oh no, they're not within 30 feet, are
Let
they?
me see if I can like put a token down and give it an aura to represent this fog.
Who's rolling con saves?
Everybody should be in my range.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's rolling con saves?
Everyone but Roscoe, Ellen, and Mito.
Okay.
So 31 for Verna. Sissel with a 22 plus 5. You've saved.
Hell yeah.
So just one from Goth and one from Verna. Or not, one from Goth and one from Hiraeth.
Mine's a 20.
20, and that's with the plus 5?
That's with all of the additions.
Okay, so that is a failure.
25.
25 is a success. So as this cloud kill fog rolls over you,
oh, boy.
Those of you who failed take 28 points of poison damage. Those of you who succeeded take half of that. I believe you have advantage on saves.
To poison.
Or you do have resistance to poison, so you take 14.
Advantage on saving throws against... I already did advantage, so that doesn't matter, but I do have resistance against poison damage, so I'll take half.
Okay,
What's
so you
half?
take half, 14. So everyone's going to take 14 points of poison damage from that. As it filters up into your suits. And that's it. Let me just put a token down to represent. I wish I had like an invisible token I could use to represent. I don't. Let me put something weird down real quick. Okay, that should do. So I'll do that. I'll put an aura around it. It's 20-foot radius. So give it a radius, 20 feet. Give it a color. We'll put it like a dark color so it'll stand out against everybody else's. And make sure that people can see it. And it's currently right here. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Finally, we are done with that. It is Hiraeth's turn.
Damage me when I start my turn in it?
No.
Wait, see, what am I supposed to be able to see? I'm sorry?
The red circle that's on top of you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I see it.
Yes.
Roscoe took down the string, the silk
Yes.
that's in
These
front
strings,
of me?
yes.
Yep.
30, and there's like more in front of me?
Give me a perception check.
Sure, I'm good at that. That's like an 18 plus 13.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You definitely see, like, literally, like, 5 feet ahead of you is a big swath of spider silk.
Okay, I'll just attack it twice to try to clear it out.
Why don't you give it one attack right now because Roscoe's already attacked it?
Oh, okay, yeah. That's like a natural 19, so.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Let's see what damage type it is for fun. For funsies. That's a 5, which is radiant damage.
Radiant, perfect.
And that is... Ooh, I rolled a 9. Wait, this is supposed to be... Uh-oh, wait a minute, this is a d10. I haven't rolled above an 8 though, so hold on, let me find my d8. Where the fuck is it?
Is it getting close, Tom and Laura, that you need to go? Like, you have to go in like 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say probably, would it be okay to pause it after Hiraeth's turn then? and we'll pick up
I think,
this fight
yeah.
next week.
12 points of damage, by the
12
way.
points of damage. So that's enough to sunder this cube of spider silk, and now that passage is clear.
My bonus action, I'll keep playing that same song.
Okay.
It has been help.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to make a note to myself that I do want to use a legendary after your turn. And we'll
Not
pick
a
up
fan
this.
of the Spider Woman.
Yeah, I mean, this is how she was always going to fight. She's a very
yeah,
heroic
I'm not saying
actress.
that judgmentally. It makes sense. It's just like, man, lady, come on.
In darkness blooms
you call
the
yourself a Lich
lady.
Lord? More like a coward. Ooh.
It's probably a good thing we didn't immediately break her
phylactery, because she would have just skedaddled.
Yeah.
We would never find her.
All right. So we will call it there for the night, and we'll pick up on this next week with the continued combat. This is the second time in this entire campaign I think we've paused mid-combat.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
She does say
Lily.
Spider Lily. I've just been saying.
Yeah.
Because
in darkness blooms the Spider Lady.
That's like when you interpret the song wrong all these years and you say it to
Beans and
someone and they're like,
tacos.
"What?"
Wild freaks.
God. Yep.
I personally think that's what it is. So I think the lyric book is wrong.
I'm going to go to bed.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Happy daylight savings.
Blah, blah.
Unhappy daylight savings.